Always a nice picture of my damp boxes there. Hi guys, this is just real quick. I really just wanted to show you something cool that I just discovered. Hi, Windhill Potter. For those that you have been watching what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, I've been working on these wine cups. This is the wine cup form. Just got my first layer of glaze on this, and I had waxed the foot to begin with. So that, that's all done. I don't have to come back and clean that up too much. And I'm just setting up to do my second layer of wax. And I realized that, so I also, between getting that waxed and sitting down and doing this, I took my pinhole. Oh, glazing for raku, cool. So I took my pin tool, try to hold this up so you guys can see it, and poked out my little drain holes in the feet of all of my cups. And just to give you a sense of kind of what that looks like within this parameter of what my tripod will let me do here. I've got lots of cups over here. And so I just poked all of those holes out, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm going to go back and glaze, and then I'm going to have to do this again, and that's going to be kind of a bummer. But I just realized I am going ahead and waxing the interior of the inside of this foot because I just don't feel that any more glaze in there. The nice simple white interior of this foot will also be reflected on the nice white interior of the cup, and so I like that harmony. And I started to grab this wax, and so here I have my cheap wax brush and my little yogurt cup of wax that I have dyed with food coloring and watered down a little bit, and I'm in here getting these little feet all waxed up, and I am, let's see if I can do this on camera here. See, you can see the light through there, right? So I'm going to start pushing that wax through that hole so that when I go to do my second layer, hello, thank you for joining me. So now that wax, that hole isn't going to get filled. Oh, you can see it, yeah, if I push on it, the air pocket, you can see it coming through there, right? So now, in theory, I won't have too much cleaning up to do other than maybe a little when I put on that second layer of glaze. And so that hole will stay clear because I've cleared it of the first layer. And now I've got my interior of my foot all waxed, maybe a little excessively here. And I can flip it over, and because I've already waxed this foot and that's already dry, and I haven't hit that again with the other wax, so it's not a big deal to just set it down on my little banding wheel. I have one of these really great little Amico banding wheels. I haven't been able to convince myself to buy one of the nice, really expensive blue ones, though they do run really nice. And then I'm going to come in here and get my lip. Now, earlier today, you guys, if you saw, I was glazing and double dipping, even almost kind of triple dipping that lip. And this is why you can see I'm dragging this along the top of there, and it does pick up some of that glaze. You can see a little bit of that right here. Hey PJ, how you doing? And I like to have a really pretty nice clean cut line, and having the wax dyed with the food coloring also helps me be able to tell how clean that line is, if I've done a decent job of being straight and steady with my hand. So now I've got that done and the lip done, and now once that wax dries, I can stick my hand in there. Hi Keaton, how you doing? I can stick my hand in there. This is all pretty hard, and I'll be able to get the outside of this covered with the Strontium Crystal Magic Cool and get that glaze firing done tomorrow, which is the goal, so that then I can do the decal process on, well, let's see, if I fire tomorrow, I can probably start doing Thank you. It's nice to see you too, Keaton. I've been enjoying watching your work on Facebook, and I love your pots. I love your urns. They're beautiful. And so I am very stoked that I just discovered that little trick. I've been wondering what I was going to do, and that's the answer. So get in here with my little sponge brush. I try not to overload it. Now also, I do water down my wax, and that might be part of the reason why I get a little bit of that pulling on the glaze. See, there's that wax right there. I just want to get in the hole and not much more. And I want to be sure I get my I get my foot covered. So you can see I marked this up a little bit when I went and cleaned out the hole. I've got a little pin tool mark there. I might have to come back and address that. You know, actually, Keaton, I didn't mention that. Thanks for asking. This is the Archie Bray Foundation's wax that they make. I was hoping there was a label on it, but I didn't even realize that they didn't do that anymore. And I put food coloring in it so that I can see it, because it's a creamy color, which is the same, almost exactly the same color as my pot when it's bisqued, and so I can't ever see it. So I put blue dye food coloring in it, because I don't want to eat the blue dye, but it makes really great wax colorant. Yeah, thanks. And then I put it in my little yogurt cup, and I water it down so that it thins out a little bit. It's easier to spread. It doesn't get as gooey. And then I have my lid, my little, I don't know, sour cream lid or whatever it was, and I use that to dab off the excess, just to be sure I'm not dripping wax on places I don't want it to go. So there we go. Pretty stoked. And this is, I don't have to do any more wax but on the lip on this one, but this has got a red iron oxide slip underneath that I applied with lace fabric, and I'm going to be very interested to see how that comes out after I've applied all this glaze, and then see how it plays with my decals, with my botanical photography. And oh, something else that's cool today, I got my order from France. Thank you. I hope so. So I was on Etsy, and I don't know, I was looking at textures and stamps, and I've been playing with lots of fabric textures, and I found this stamp, which is an old stamp. It's on an old wood dowel. I bought it from this lady in France. I'll have to look at the label. Farmhouse in France, I think, is her name on Etsy. And these are old fabric print rollers. Isn't that cool? And then this one, I love this one. This one's a little bit bigger. Yeah, I just think that's so freaking cool. Yes, very, very unique. And then this last one that I got, which I also really like, it has sort of this leaf pattern, and it's connected by these 3 lobes. Almost makes me think of a flower. I just think that's just beautiful. So I got those from a farmhouse in France, in Boulogne. And I don't speak French, but in any case, I'm really excited to get to use this fabric print block along with my other fabric textures and start moving more towards that textile imagery that I have in my head that's been screaming to come out here lately. So my husband says I've been a little obsessed lately, and that's not a lie. It's really, really the truth. So, all right. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick scope, share my aha moment that I just had with filling my little drain holes, so that when people put these cups in the dishwasher, hey Judy, I didn't see you come in. How you doing? So yeah, so pushing that wax through that hole, and that keeps that plugged so I can do my second layer. I'm just really stoked. So happy about that. So anyway, that's my little hot tip of the day, my aha moment. You guys, thanks so much for joining me. I hope that you continue to have a wonderful weekend. Yay!